Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome aboard. And in this tutorial, you will see how to design the app of appointment booking system. So, in previous tutorial, we have also already seen how to build a backend and admin panel. So, let's get started. So, just go to your command prompt and hit npm start. Okay. So, before hitting npm start, go to the packet.json and put this hyphen tunnel over here. Okay. So sometimes you might get the ngrok error that ngrok is not connecting or taking too long to connect to the this metro or I don't know some error I was getting when I hit the npm start. Doesn't matter, just wait for a while and keep on hitting the npm start. It will run. I don't know why I'm getting this error. Uh, this is the error. Ngrok tunnel took too long to connect, but it will connect. Not an issue. So now it's in this in. My app is running. So now what I'll do, I'll go inside of my appointment directory, main directory, and I will install some packages which I'll be making use of. So first of all, I will install the React Native async storage, async storage. Okay, so this is basically it is required to store the data just like the local storage. And next package which I will install is React Native Community Datetime Picker. And next I will install is React Navigation Native and React Navigation Stack. Okay, so this many packages are enough as of now. There are a lot many other packages also which you can install afterwards, like the Axios and Axios cost.env, Express status bar. So there are some of the other packages which are also there, which you can install. I'll do one thing. I'll open one more command prompt in the same, and I'll do one thing. I will install over here only. I'll do npm install Axios. Then React Native is there. React status bar is also there. Then the React Native paper. Give the space to separate them. React Native safe area context, and React Native screens. So these packages have installed. Now this will start. So by the time we can start with our development. So let's start with the folder structure. So first of all, I will have my context folder, and inside of this context folder, I will create auth context.js, and after that I am having screen. Sorry, this screens I have to delete. The screens is in main directory, and after screens I am having src, and inside of the src I have the api.js. So this is my basic folder structure, and appointment.js and all. I'm having some basic code. We'll do one thing. We'll go to the auth context, and we'll start with the auth context. So first of all, I will import React, and I will also import some of the other things from inside of this. It is like create context, use context, and use state, and I will import this from React. Okay, so after that, what I will do, I will create the auth context and export function. I will export this auth context provider is there. So when it comes to this auth provider, it will basically take the children and to this auth provider. So there will be return. Okay, so it will return something. So now when it comes to this auth provider, auth context dot provider will be there. Okay, so this is it, and then we'll pass the children. Children basically we will be wrapping this auth provider to our main app, and childrens are basically all the components like the main app component of our application. You can go and check out the auth context hook, which is already been uploaded on my YouTube channel. You can go and check it out. So that will be helpful, I guess. And over here, I'll be providing the values. Okay, so now when it comes to the providing the values, sorry. So first will be constant user, set user I will do. Then use state hook. I will make use of and pass the value as null over here. And after that, I will have the login function and logout function. Okay, so these are the two functions which I have over here inside of my auth provider. And when it comes to the this thing values, I'll pass the values like this. So I'll do one thing. I'll hit the tab and I will remove this code because I already got what I was looking for. So inside of the values, I'll pass my user over here, login and logout function. Okay, so my auth is ready now, and I'll do one thing. I will say export constant use auth, and I will return this use context. Okay, so basically instead of using the use context hook in the other screens, I will directly import this and I will make use of them. Whenever I want to make use of the context, I basically make use of the use context hook, and I am already defining that inside of this function use auth. Okay, so whenever we want to make use of the this auth context, whatever we have declared. So over here we have declared auth context as a create context. Then we have defined the provider over here. Okay. So whenever you want to make use of this variable like the user login and logout in other screens, that time we make use of the use context hook. And inside of that use context, we basically pass the auth context by importing this auth context. Okay, so if you want to use this auth context elsewhere, we will say export constant. We'll export this auth context from this screen. We will import it in other screen, and over there we will use it this way. But this is the much better way. Don't get confused. We will see how to use the auth context in the other screens. So now this video is almost 9-10 minutes longer. This much is fine. We can go ahead. So after that, I'm having my screen. So first of all, I will create a home screen.js. After a home screen, I am having the login screen. After login screen, I have the register screen. After register, have the clinic details.js to show the details of the clinic. After clinic details, I'm having appointment screen.js. Okay, so these are some of the screens which I'll be making use of, and API.js is basically used to fire the APIs. So basically for this purpose, I have to connect to my backend. Okay, so I'll open one tab. I'll go to my backend. My backend is in the same directory, so I will hit the npm start. Let me just run my backend also because we'll be fetching the data from the backend. And my backend is also running. So now what I will do, I will say import async storage, and it will import the async storage from the React Native async storage over here. I'll import Axios directly, and always try to make use of some extension because extensions really help you in importing things really very fast. Okay, so always make use of the extensions, and it will always give you the suggestions by which your work will be a little bit easier. I will say constant API based URI. And now when it comes to the making use of the API URI, I will say HTTP and forward slash 10.0.2.2 5000.api. Okay, so now let me just tell you what is going on over here. So in the this thing, if we are using it for the web and all, we just say local storage 5000 forward slash APS. But now we are communicating with this emulator, and for emulator purpose, you have to give the IP of the emulator, which is 10.2.2, whatever that is. So this is how you can connect with the emulator over here. So now that has been done, I will say export constant get clinics. Okay, so this is basically for getting the clinics. I will create a async storage. Sorry, I will use the async await method, and I have the try and catch block. So here it will be exception, and whatever is the exception, I will just console log the error in the try and catch if try fails. So first of all, I will try to get the token. I will say await async storage dot get item. So basically, when it comes to the website or working on the web, we make use of the local storage, but where we store the data in the local storage. But over here, when it comes to the applications of mobile, we make use of the async storage. Okay, so that's the only difference. Otherwise, rest everything is same. Okay, so I'll say constant response, and you can pass the header also if you want over here, and this is fine. And then we have to return the response to data, whatever response we are getting. So get Linux is done. Uh, so this is fine now. Then we have to work on getting the doctors. So I will say export constant get doctors. Again, I'll hit on the autocomplete. I want to just autocomplete this code. I will return the data. Catch the error, whatever is the error, and I will console log it. Okay, so this is how we will get the doctors also. And next we have the function for booking the appointment. I will say export constant book appointment. So this is basically to book the appointment. For that purpose, I will have the appointment data. Uh, yes, I think this function is correct. So always make use of the autocomplete. Autocomplete really makes your life easier. So for this purpose, I will get the token and I will pass my this header inside of it, like bearer token, whatever is my token, which I'll get from the async storage, and I will return the response. Yes, so this is also ready now, and all my screens are also there. So let's do one thing. Let's go and start building our application. Let's see how lengthy is this video. Just 15 minutes. Okay, I can go ahead. I'm just trying to make videos which are not very lengthy and everything. So that's why I'm keeping track of the time. So I'll do one thing. I'll go and copy paste the same code everywhere in all the screens. I'll tell you what I'm doing. So first of all, I'm having this appointment screen. So I'll copy this, give the name over here as appointment screen. Then I'm having this clinic details. I'll go over here. I'll give the name as clinic details. And I'm having this home screen. I will copy this. Let me just go to this home and I will give the name as a home screen. Then I'm having this login screen and next I'm having this register screen. I'll copy this name and I will give it over here. Okay. Uh, this status bar and all is not required. Okay. So register screen. I'm just doing this for sake of showing you like how the things will work. This is the login screen. This is home screen. I'm just making the basic skeleton of our application as of now, and later we'll see how to go ahead with the rest of the things. And next, I'm having this clinic details. So now all of my basic screens are ready. So now what I'll do, I'll just go to my app.js and I will start building my app. So let's do one thing. So this might be needed, I'm not quite sure. Okay, let's just skip all the other things. And I'll do one thing. First of all, I will say constant stack. I'll create a stack and create a stack navigation. I will create a stack navigation and it got auto imported. So stack navigation will make use of and let me just remove this. So this will be our main entry point. So I will make use of the auth provider and auth provider got auto imported from this auth context. So instead of the auth provider, I will navigation container. So here I'm having this navigation container and I will just hit the tab so that I am automatically importing the things. So when it comes to the stack navigation, whatever is entry point. So basically when our app loads, the screen which we want to show for the first time on the screen, we have to give the initial route name. So when my app will load for the first time, I want to show my home screen. Okay. So I will give the name of my home screen. So now my home screen I have to import. So this is my home screen. I'll come over here and I'll import my home screen and give the name over here. Next, I'm having my login screen. I'll put that over here. Home screen, login screen, register screen, then clinic details, appointment screen. So these are some of the screens which are to import. And yeah, my login and home screen is there. So now I will do one thing. I will replicate this two more times. Where is my appointment screen? And after that, I'm having the clinic details. Clinic details is there, and one more screen which I left is registration. Okay, so now I have saved my all the changes. Now app is refreshing, and since the initial route is given as a home, so it will go to the home screen and it will render these things. Okay, so now I got this error which says the styles is not defined, and let me just go to the home screen. Okay, so it is pointing to these styles and these styles. Let me just copy this and keep it down below. Okay, so now my home screen could be visible over here. So, okay, so now as in this scene, I am able to see the home screen. But thing is that right now, I want to design other screens as well. So I don't know for which screen to go first. Okay, fine. Let's go for the home screen only. So this is my home screen, and let's do one thing. Let's start designing our home screen. So this is how I will keep on importing. I'm just taking everything on the next line because when it comes to the React, there are a lot many imports and yeah, it again everything went on the same line. So in the React, there are a lot many React Native. There are a lot many imports, and this will have the very lengthy stuff, lengthy things over here. So it doesn't matter. Now I'll do one thing. So when it comes to this home screen, I will be showing all the clinics. Okay, so I'll go to my home screen and I will import this as well. So I will say import get clinics and it will import from the source. And if you want, you can show the images as well. So let's do one thing. When it comes to the home screen, it will have the navigation by default and let me just remove this and I'll make you a scroll view. So I just hope scroll view is automatically imported. Yeah, scroll view is automatically imported. So now I'm having the scroll view over here, and then I will make use of the text. So in this text, I will say featured images. So this is basically to show the featured images over here. And right now inside of this app, I don't want to show the header. Okay, so I'll do one thing. I want to show this name. So I'll go to the app, and I'll go to my home screen over here, and there are options basically. So when it comes to the options, I have this header show option over here. So I just have to turn it off. So header show false. So now that header option is on, I will come again back to my home screen and I'll start designing my home screen. Uh, okay, so now I have the flat list over here. So instead of the flat list, I'll show some images, and it will have the ref. First of all, it will basically take some data, and I have to give the parameters of horizontal and pagination enabled. I will give this option as a pagination enabled over here and show horizontal scroll indicator. I will give as false because I want to show the horizontal indicator. Key extract, it will have the, when it comes to key extract, it will take the item, and it will have the item dot id, and then this is the main thing, the render items, what you want to render, and content container style. Basically, it will tell us about this thing, style of the container. So now what I'll do, I'll come up over here, and I will define the area of the images over here. So it will have an ID as one, and it will have the URL. So when it comes to the URL, I will give the HTTPS forward slash, and I will make use of the pick some photos. Okay, pick some photos forward slash 200. So pick some photos are basically to generate some random images. So that's all. I'm just showing some random images over here. So I will give three. We can view the actual images over here. So this image data, what I have, I will just post them over here. We'll get this image data. I will render this image data over here. And inside of this render items, I will have the render items over here, and render image item. So this is basically the function. I'll go up, and I will declare that render image item, and instead of this render image item, it will take the individual items over here. Okay, so it will take the individual item, and this is basically the arrow function, and it will have the touchable opacity, because I want to make them clickable. Okay, so touchable opacity, and inside touchable opacity, I will have the image, and URI I will give as the item dot URI URL. So this one I will give over here. Let me just save and see what am I getting. Image is property, image does not exist. Okay, so this image I will import from the React Native. So now as can be seen, I'm getting these three images. I have given the three images over here. So now let's do one thing. I'll try to apply the style to this. So I'll define the style over here. So I will say styles dot image item, and I will copy this, paste this over here, and I will say styles dot image, and I'll go down below and I have to define the styles. Okay, so which I'll be doing inside of this style. So what I've given the image item. So when it comes to the image item, I will give the width and width multiplied by 0.0678. So now your when it comes to this width and height, so I have to define what is width and height. So I'll go up and I have to import this width and height from the dimensions. So I will say Windows width and height dimensions dot get Windows. Okay, so it forgot to import it. No dimensions set key. Okay, so where is this error located? It's a window. Uh, so now when it comes to this image items, I have to define the items over here. So I will give the margin right and margin right I will again give as with the help of the width multiplied by 0.02. So why am I not seeing the images? So I'll define for the image as well. So when it comes to this image, let me just select this predefined style. Let me see what am I getting. So let's just wait for a while and see because the screen is loading right now. And if it is not working, then I will change the style of the image again. Okay, so I'll do one thing. I will give the style to this also. So I will carousel container and I will go down below and apply the styling to this as well. We have to see what would look better. So I'll give a bit of margin bottom and I'll give the height multiplied by 0.02 and it will have the height also. So I will give it a bit of height multiplied by 0.003. Let me just save and see. I'm not seeing anything. Okay, so touchable opacity. Okay, I'm seeing the image, but with and okay, let's do one thing now. I will change the styling of this. Let me just see what is going on. And height also I'll give as a 100%. Let me just check how these parameters affect, because I now right now I can see the images are really very small. I don't know where the things are going wrong over here. 0.8 margin right, I will give 0.02. Okay, so this parameters are not working. Okay, so finally my images are here and I can just scroll them also. So let's do one thing. Let's try to fix these things. So now I'm having the text as a featured image. So I will copy these styles and I'll come up here and I'll say carousel title and I will copy this and this is my scroll view. So I will say container. I will go down below and here the container is there, but I don't want to apply the styling of this. So I'll make use of the flex grow property over here. I'll give the value as 1 and then I have the padding and I will do the padding with respect to width. I will say width multiplied by 0.05. This much of padding will be enough and background color justify this is not required. Let me see. Okay, now it is better, I guess. I'm getting the images also and this container as well. Next I'm having is carousel title. So I'll come down below and I will give the font size. Let me just go with this auto completed code. But now when it comes to this font size, I have to give it terms of the width multiplied by 0.05 in terms of that, and the margin padding is fine, I guess. Okay, so this flat list is here. I think this much is enough. And now I will show you all how to render the data from the backend. So I will copy this, paste it over here, and instead of this, I will say select clinics. So basically, this is to for selecting the clinic purpose and style. I will give as a title, and I have to apply the styling of the title over here. Let me just go down below, and I have the font size and everything. And text align center, color. I think this much is fine. And let me just format this document. So now I have to render my this thing, my clinic. So when it comes to the rendering the clinics, I'll again make use of the flat list only. I'll come here down below and paste this flat list data. And right now I'm seeing the images, but I want to show my this thing clinic data. Okay, so I will come up. Uh, Now the actual coding will start because we'll be fetching the data from the backend and everything. So I'll say constant clinic, set clinics. I will make it the use state, and I have to fetch the data. Okay, so I'll make it the use effect. I'm making you use effect hook to fetch the data. So I hope this is the right way to fetch the data. Yes, get clinics. So basically, this get clinics which I've imported from here, I'm making use of that. So this get clinic function will return me the list of the clinics response to data which I will get. Okay, so now I am getting that data, and once I'm done getting that data, I am setting that data over here. So I have to check whether I will get the data in the form of the response dot data or how it is. Okay, so let me just save, and React is not defined. So where is React? Okay, so here it is. So now set clinic. So I will copy this clinic, and instead of this data, I'll post this clinics. So now I'm not getting anything. I just hope my code has not crashed. Instead of rendering the image items, I have to render the clinic item. Okay, so I'll come down below. I'll copy paste this, and I will say render clinic items, and I will copy this. I'll paste this over here, render clinic items, and it will have some touchable opacity. URI will be different because when it comes to a backend, in backend we have already stored the image with the name of item.name. Okay, so we have to source that over here. So for that purpose, what I will do, URI we have to manually define where we have used it instead of the APIs. Okay, so I will come to my home. I will copy paste this same URL over here, and instead of this, it will be uploads, because if we go to our backend, all the images are stored inside of this uploads folder. Whatever we store, whatever images we store are getting stored inside this uploads folder. And when this backend will be live, it will be live on the localhost 5000. And if we go to the server.js, okay, so here it will make you this uploads directory. Okay, so that's why we will get our images from here. Now I have to, whatever image I want to get, I will access that with the help of the item dot image. Done. And then I'm having this text like this. Okay, so there is some issue. This will be the clinic item over here. And after that, I'm having the image. So image clinic I will have, and then I'm having the item over here, which is item text. Okay, so I have to check for the style. I think something has gone wrong in style. This is not a carousel container. This is clinic container. Okay, clinic container. So I'll give the flex direction as a row because I want to show all the items horizontally. Flex wrap as a wrap I will give because if suppose there are more than two, three items, I want all of them to come down below. And justify content, space between. Flex wrap is not supported. Okay, we'll see afterwards what to do with this flex wrap. As of now, let's just comment it out. Okay, then I'm having the clinic items. So if I'm just going up, clinic items is there. So let's do something about this clinic items. Align item center I will do. Then justify content again center I will do. I will give a little bit of padding with respect to width multiplied by 0.05 and horizontal margin I will give a little bit with respect to width only width multiplied by 0.02 again. I think I am not getting this data over here because I am sending this again as a response.data. Yeah. So what was the issue, like if we go to the API.js, so over here I am sending the response.data. That means I'm already accessing the response data. And again, after coming to home, again I was doing the response to data, which is not right. So after removing that parameter, now as can be seen, I'm getting the data over here on the screen. Uh, let's do one thing now. Let's just go back to our styling and keep on applying the styles. So we will start seeing some results and border width. So border width I will give as one over here and border color. So I got some dummy color over here, dummy coat. Okay, so this much is fine, I guess. So let's see what is the issue right now with our image, why our image is not visible. So image clinic. So let me just go back to my image clinic and let's style in. What was the parameter? Image clinic. So let's do one thing. Let's come down below. I'll put the image clinic over here and let's give some width. Let's go ahead with the auto completed code. Okay, so now as you can see, I'm getting this image, but this image is way too big and it is going beyond the boxes. So I will give the width as 0.25 and height is also 0.25. This much is fine, I guess. And it is having the border radius, and I will give a little bit of margin at the bottom. I think this much is fine. Okay, so border radius, if I give width multiply by 0.125. Okay, this looks better. Okay, so now I am getting some round image and these are the touchable. So when I click on these clinics, I want to go to the particular clinic. Okay, so for that purpose, I have to work on the touchable opacity. So over here, render clinic items are there. So Now what I'll do, I'll go to the touchable opacity of this render clinic item, and I'll make use of the on press, and yeah, so when I will click on these individual items, I want to see the details of this clinic. So these are basically clinics over here. So whatever clinics you create, you will see them over here. I'll do one thing. I'll go to my MongoDB, and I will change the name and details of this clinic to serve something meaningful. Okay, so let me just do that. What was the name of my database? Let me just go, and where is my DB? Okay, appointment. Okay, so name of my DB was appointment. I'll go to the clinics, uh, and let me just update it. Whatever that is. I think this much is fine. And when I will reload my application, I will see some changes. So by the time I'll complete this code, I will make use of navigation. I will say navigation dot dot navigate, and I will navigate to the clinic details. Okay, so when the user will click on the individual clinic, so now I'm getting the names of the clinics over here. Okay, all the clinics I'm getting horizontally aligned. I have to check for the style of this, which I will do afterwards. So when I click on this clinic, I want to go to clinic details. So let me just go to the home screen. I will go to the clinic details. And when I go to the clinic details, I will send some payload. Okay, so if I'm clicking on this clinic, I will send the details of this clinic. So for that purpose, I will do clinic. I will send this item. Okay, so this is basically when I click on this clinic, Apollo Clinic. So it will have all the details of Apollo. Okay, so like name, item, description, services. So I want to send all this data to the clinic details screen. Okay, so clinic details screen. So all that data about a specific clinic will be stored under this item. Okay, so I will pass that as a clinic. Okay, so you can give the name any variable, and that same variable you have to use in the clinic details. So if I give the variable name as clinic details, so basically whatever is the data of this item object, it will be assigned to this. Okay, so it is that simple. So now when I click on this, styles doesn't exist. Okay, now I understood what's the issue. So um, style doesn't exist is basically it is looking for these styles. Clinic details. I'll copy it here, and I will copy it over here as well. So where was I? I was at home. I'll click on this. Now I'll go to the clinic details. So now we have to design the clinic details screen, and let's see what's the time. So it's almost 1 hour. So I'll do one thing. I will start recording all these details about, I mean, designing of this clinic details in the next tutorial. So thanks for watching.